I'd like to talk a bit about high streets because obviously it's something that probably is close to all of our hearts living in the communities that we do. So I live in Stirling and we have a shoe, we have a Dobbies. You walk through the middle of Stirling, and I think like many places now, it seems to be a mix of charity shops and Turkish barbers and tattoo parlours and coffee shops, and really not much more, maybe pawn shops as well, not much more than that. The shopping centre itself has, some decent stores. So is the high street as we know it done for? And if not, what can be done to save it? Chris, what would your thoughts be on that?
My immediate response is no. The high street isn't done for. No, I think that as we've always seen retail spaces evolve and change, and the way that it's a reflection of how we shop and how we use those spaces. I think there are examples across the country of good spaces. So ones that are full, that are vibrant, diverse, range of hospitality, leisure. There's residential and retail, and retail's got a critical part to play in that. It's just at the moment, I think, hamstrung by higher rates of taxation and burden, and that's really what needs fundamental reform in all parts of the UK, to reduce the burden on physical retail spaces. So I think you will see more evolution. I think there's a question in the chat as well about this as to, how do you change spaces so that they're not vacant. People don't want to walk down high streets that are vacant and boarded up, and that calls upon both planning regulations and authority, making sure that spaces can be changed more easily, that landlords have got their role to play to make sure that they're pricing at a level that means the economics of a store works. And so many retailers say, they would love to open more shops, but it costs too much to operate, and that's the fundamental issue that we need to tackle as a country, as to how we change these spaces so that it works for everyone.